So, before we open this, I want to apologise for the delay that there's been between this video and the last one. I recently lost my job, so all of my effort had to go into finding a new one, as this is something I do for fun, not something that I do for a possible career. I just like sharing video games with people. And of course, getting a new job meant I had to readjust from working nights to days, so my schedule's been all over the place, and I haven't really had the time or energy to even play any games, let alone add a recording into anything. So I firstly want to apologise to like my 5 subscribers, 4 subscribers I think actually, and anyone else that might have watched. So I will jump straight back into this, and hopefully now that my schedule's settled, I've got money incoming again, I'll be able to get more regular on the uploads at least.
Many children who've lost their parents.
Couple of
If you
weeks, I
are
hope.
searching for anyone or want to report somebody missing, please call 206-7.
There's no need to be nervous, Captain. We're just filling some records cabinets in the morale section with these.
I'm not nervous, Comrade Major.
Very well. Interview number 461. Subject, Captain Nikolai Malashenko, service number 2497-4. Interview conducted by Major Lebedev, Section 2, 3rd Directorate KGB. So, Captain, we've been in America for several weeks now. What are your thoughts so far?
Tоварищ Майор, we are making glorious progress. It is very satisfying. The only thing is...
Is what, Captain?
Well, I have yet to see the proletariat rise and stand with us. Instead, they lay ambushes and run when we try to engage them. They've done some damage.
I suppose we must acknowledge that some may not want us here.
Then we must demonstrate our resolve. Men are lost in war. That is to be expected. But the more of these attacks that go unpunished, the more daring they will become.
And you are proposing?
It is simple. For every ambush, we execute 10 random civilians. They will soon cease their attacks when they realize the price they must pay.
And what if they don't?
Then we should kill them all.
In the face of great adversity, our courageous comrades in America fight on, winning battle after battle against an increasingly desperate enemy. Our troops now occupy most of the American West Coast, and soon will have complete victory.
Nobody had counted on the American civilians putting up such resistance. Everywhere we went, we were greeted with bullets, and our battalion had it easy. We had been tasked with pacifying the countryside, while 4 other regiments pushed into the mountains. They were headed toward a town called Cascade Falls, where there was some grand objective not even Colonel Arlovsky knew the details about. All we knew was that it might mean an end to the war. I remember thinking about those comrades, struggling through the cold and the snow, facing death at every turn. And I was ashamed, for I was happy that I wasn't with them.
Comrade Colonel, 14 men dead, 9 wounded. These attacks must be stopped. I strongly suggest
Not now, Kolya. We have already discussed this. The guerrillas will be dealt with according to plan.
But it won't be enough! These are my men lying here!
They are my men too, Captain. Don't ever forget that. Now, will you please get me an updated report on the status of the wounded?
His idea has some merit.
I will not be privy to wholesale slaughter of civilians just so he can satiate his need for revenge.
It might work, though.
Valeri, no. They hate us enough already. We have the location of their camp. That's where we'll strike.
You don't believe in this, do you? You don't think we belong here?
Do you? Romanov, the local guerrilla leader, is present at the camp with a group of regular army officers. The capture of this leader is our mission today. Major Lebedev will be available on the battalion net to advise us on the guerrillas and provide us with additional intelligence.
It is my pleasure to be of service, Comrade Colonel. As far as we know, we are dealing with a relatively small and disorganized group of civilians with light, regular army support. They should not prove difficult to pacify.
The insurgents are using the surrounding farms to hide weapons and heavy equipment. Your first objective is to clear the immediate area of all anti-air defenses so that the Air Force can bomb these buildings. You should be aware that we are short on reinforcements, Romanov. The main effort is being put into the drive against Fort Teller. We will have to make do with what we have. Good luck. Sokol 1, out.
Tech farmers, it's a bit like this is Russia's Vietnam.
Rifles are clean and ready. Getting to the position.
Yeah, Sokol 1. These guerrillas are heavily armed.
Yes, those vehicles belong to the National Guard. They must have moved into the area quite recently.
Short. That explains the advanced air defenses. We weren't counting on this kind of opposition.
Will you abort?
No, the mission stands. We still have surprise and potential air superiority on our side. But proceed with caution, Romanov. Make sure you maximize your fighting potential.
Rifle squad need orders. Infantry, атакуйте! We got the target! Fire at the target! We got the target! They are engaging us! Destroy the enemy! They're taking heat! Hostile target killed! Fire your rifle! They're engaging us! Move it! Castle! Enemy neutralized. Get your rifles and move! They're engaging us! Start moving, rifle squad. Squad, стреляй. Negative. Negative.
Well done, Romanov. First kill.
Target AA unit wrecked. A machine gun is ready. Affirmative. Moving. We defeated an enemy.
Yeah, Sokol 1. The farm must be a major arms cache, or they wouldn't have defenses this heavy.
We defeated an enemy. Conserve your ammo, people! Hostile target killed! We killed an enemy! Get your rifles and move. Fire and kill. Hostile destroyed. Start moving, rifle squad. Get your rifles and move. Fires a machine gun. Enemy vehicle wrecked. Getting to the position. They're moving out. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Moving. Target the enemy and fire. Engage the enemy. Attack the enemy!
The GRU estimates were nowhere near this.
In my experience, they never are, Comrade Colonel. But if we can capture the guerrilla leader and destroy their camp, we will demonstrate to the civilian population that we are strong.
Yeah, and we will need the leader if we are to locate all the other camps in the area.
Hostile target killed. Grab the machine gun and move your feet. Heads down and go. Conserve your ammo, people. They're taking hits. They're taking target the enemy. We got the target. Riflemen, атакуйте! We can't do this. Launch grenades now. Kill an enemy. Launch your grenades and fire. We got the target. Move it and don't trip on your right. Heads down and go. They are engaging us. Target killed.
Almost done, Romano. Our fighter bombers are standing by.
Set up that machine gun. They are engaging us. Attack the enemy. We killed an enemy. Hostile target killed. Launch grenades now. Launch your grenades and fire. We got the target. Fire your rifles. Target the enemy. Set up that machine gun. They're under fire. They're engaging. That's impossible. We got the target. Destroys the enemy. Rifleman, move out now. Destroys the enemy. Moving. Go. Давай. Attack the enemy. Got the machine infantry. Атакуйте. Hostile target. Launch grenades now. Get your rifles and move. Start moving. We got the target.
Are there?
Fire your rifles! Let's move it! Moving out! Engage now! Set up that machine gun! Defeated. Launch those grenades! Launch those grenades! Target now! Defeated! Fire the machine gun. We got the target. Infantry engage. We are on the move. Fire your rifles! We can't do that! Target defeated! Move it!
Well done, Romano. Our comrades in the Air Force will strike soon. Get out of the area and move to the landing zone. Helicopters have been dispatched to transport you to your next objective.
Oh, that's convenient.
The squad is acknowledged.
So call 1 to Malashenko. The area is clear.
About bloody time. We are ready to move into position. Malashenko out.
Good. Here come our comrades in the sky. Stay low. Second company will move into blocking positions once the strike has been completed.
This is Serb. Dropping payload.
Говорит Malashenko, we are taking up blocking positions now.
Very well, Captain. Remember the rules of engagement.
I remember, Colonel. Malashenko out.
Hill 48 commands a wide view of the surrounding area. It has to be secured before we attack the main camp. I'm sending you additional reinforcements, Romano. We need that hill within the hour. Make sure you take good care of your men, Lieutenant. I trust you not to lead them only to death.
Get your rifles and move.
We have some fire support available, Romanov. Mainly anti-infantry assets, but they should be useful.
Lieutenant Romanov, the National Guard and guerrillas you're fighting all hail from this area. They're defending their own homestead.
So they will fight that much harder, Lieutenant. Count on fierce resistance.
Yes, that is probably an accurate assessment. It will also be hard to sort the non-combatants from the actual fighters.
No distinction should be made. They are all enemies.
If we want your opinion on this matter, we will ask for it, Captain. Until then, you will observe radio discipline. I will not tell you again.
Whatever you say, Colonel. Malashenko out.
The Americans are using an old gas station as a supply depot. Destroy it if you get the opportunity.
Destroy the enemy!
Chaika here. We will deliver your requested spetsnaz.
We're fighting the enemy here. Orders? Your command, Tavarish Commandeer. We killed an enemy! For Mother Russia.
Acknowledged. Fall up firing mortars.
So-called 1 here. Use your fire support assets to deal with the infantry.
The Americans are moving more light armor into the area. We also have reports of regular army units from the U.S. 4th Armored Cavalry Regiment heading this way.
We are obviously not facing a small, under-equipped guerrilla force, as the GRU would have us believe. I will demand more reinforcements and support assets from Army Command. Excellent, Lieutenant. That will be a sore blow against the insurgents.
The squad is assembled. Getting to the position. Affirm. Acknowledge. Go. Acknowledge. Move. Move. Rifles are clean and ready. Infantry, target engaged now. They're taking heat. You got the target. Fire your rifles. Target defeated. Artillery requested. But now, let's move. Go. Engage now. Fire at the target. We killed an enemy. 80 squad. Acknowledged. Infantry ready. Acknowledged. Infantry good. Infantry go.
So-called 1 here. They are falling back. Hold in place, Romanov. I am airlifting some vehicle support to you.
We are on. Acknowledged.
Intelligence update. The enemy camp has now been reinforced, and it looks like they're preparing to assault the hill.
Focus on securing the hill, Romanov. We will deal with the main camp in due time. The Americans are preparing a counterattack against the hill. You must hold, Romanov.
Infantry good to go. Moving to the perimeter. Infantry ready for combat.
I suggest you fortify the hilltop and place your infantry in the woods for protection. Remember that not all approaches can be accessed by vehicles.
Говорит Лебедев. Expect an infantry-heavy assault, Lieutenant. They have moved some armored vehicles into the area, but the main battle group has not yet arrived.
I have asked frontal aviation for support, but everything we have is being used in the drive against Fort Teller. We can only count on limited air support.
Our comrades in the mountains need that support more than we do. All our hopes rest with them.
Yes, we will manage.
Hostile soldier killed. Target defeated. We're under fire.
We are ready, Tоварищ Командир, heading to the position.
Your command, Tоварищ Командир. Target defeated. Anti-tank squad available. We got the target.
Affirmative. Dropping airborne troops at the coordinates.
They are coming at you from all directions, Romanov. Watch your perimeter.
We got the target. We're fighting the enemy here. Orders? Artillery needed at our provided coordinates. Yes, Tоварищ Командир. Fire at the target. Neutralized. Hostile target taking hits. Spitavai! Destroys the enemy. Tоварищ acknowledged. We're under fire. We got the target. Your command. Tоварищ Командир. Killed an enemy. Target defeated! We're in the middle of something. We got the target! Launching grenades and fire! We need our launch. Engage now! An enemy! Target defeated!
We're dropping in some airborne for you. Check out.
Hostile target killed! We got the target! Destroys the enemy! Anti-tank squad available. Destroys the enemy! Launching grenades now! Enemy! Fire! Want us somewhere else? We got casualties. Send some new recruits. We got the command, Tоварищ Командир.
Lebedev here. The Americans seem fond of using the forest for cover.
Right now. We killed an
Not
enemy.
for much longer. The Air Force has agreed to fly another sortie with napalm. They will be here soon.
Airborne infantry delivered. Out.
We're attacking from other.
This is Serb. We are inbound at this time. Locking target coordinates.
So-called 1 to Romanov. Make sure your people are clear of the forests.
We got the target!
Sir, Pierre. Payload delivery initiated.
I say again, Romanov, clear the forest.
Target defeated! Hostile target killed!
Disable the hostile.
Target defeated! Товарищ командир, airborne.
So-called one here. You make me proud, Romanov.
Ooh. Tanks.
We now have the perfect opportunity to start the attack on the main camp. Captain Malashenko and 2nd Company will continue to act as a blocking force and prevent escape in that direction. Romanov, launch the assault. Secure that camp and get me the guerrilla leader. I have sent you further reinforcements and you now have access to vehicle support as well.
We're fighting the enemy here. Orders? Artillery needed at our provided coordinates. But now, Tavares Commandeer. You want us somewhere else, Tavares Commandeer? This is moving. Fire at the target. But now, Tavares Commandeer. Spetsnaz need orders right now. Infantry, атакуйте! We got the target. But now, Tavares, send some new soldiers for a squad.
Acknowledged. Hunting for tanks, охотник out. Охотник here. I didn't hit anything. Over.
Tavares Commandeer, infantry ready for combat. Infant, go!
Light armor available. I'll move.
Infantry ready for combat.
Strike mission received. Cluster bombs are armed. Out.
The squad is assembled. We're move. Tavares Commandeer, we're ready. Requesting artillery strike on board.
Hostiles neutralized in the strike zone.
For Mother Russia. We are move. Acknowledged. Go. Marking the target. Fire bombardment. Artillery strike on our target. Hostile vehicle. Under fire! Tavares Commandeer. Airborne here. Marking the target. Fire artillery. Infantry riflemen. Атакуйте! That's impossible. That's impossible. We can't. That's impossible. That's not possible. Not possible.
Armor here. Heading to drive. Roll out.
A machine gun is ready. Go. Acknowledged.
Armor under attack. British Commandeer. Rolling.
Got the command for us too? We're going to patch him up.
British Commandeer. We're with you. The AT-4
We
is
got the fire.
the enemy.
Target defeated. They are engaging us. Fire. We killed an enemy. We're under fire. We killed an enemy.
British Commandeer. Enemy
Rifles
killed.
are clean and ready. Affirmative. Go. Move. They are engaging us. Set up that machine gun. They are engaging us. Engage now. Taking heat. Attack the enemy. We got the fire. Hostile target killed. Riflemen, move out now. Taking heat. Infantry, атакуйте. Move your speed. Taking heat. Target defeated. Атакуйте. Hostile target killed.
Roll out.
Your command. command, товарищ командир.
Lebedev на связи. The Air Force reports that American reinforcements are close. They're sending amphibious transports up the river.
Sokol 1 here. You are making good progress, Roman. Get your troops into that camp and secure it before those reinforcements arrive.
We got the target. Let's go! Infantry, good to go. Getting to the position. Destroy the
Mother
enemy.
Russia.
Getting to the position.
Transport is commencing repairs, товарищ командир.
We're in the middle of something. Destroy the enemy. We need to move the infantry. Move your feet. Kill. Got new
Maloshenko here. My men can move across the river and support Romanov.
Attack the enemy.
Not yet, Captain. You will be needed for the final push. I don't want to risk any Americans slipping through the net by having you attacking now.
But we have probably missed some already. All they have to do is to hide their rifles, pull on the civilian jacket and walk away.
I will not authorize your plan. I will say no more on this matter. Sokol 1 out. Sokol 1 here. The camp has been secured. Hold in place and fight off any counterattacks. Now, you just need to find the guerrilla leader.
Говорит Lebedev. A large contingent of regular army troops is now moving into the area.
Expect a heavy counterattack, Lieutenant. Several heavy artillery batteries are on call. I'm giving you fire support priority.
They are engaging us. Taking vehicle destroyed.
Орел is inbound with cluster ordnance.
We got the
Stay clear.
target.
Over.
Lebedev here. The insurgent leader has been found. He is wounded, but alive.
Excellent. I'm sending in a helicopter to bring the prisoner out. You must defend until he is safely away, Romanov. Sokol 1 to Maloshenko. Now is the time. Move across the bridge toward the camp.
Maloshenko here. It's too late. Enemy tanks are blocking my advance and I see people moving on the bridge. It looks like they're preparing it for destruction.
Romanov, it falls on you to stop them. The bridge must stay intact if Captain Maloshenko is to aid you in defense of the camp. Otherwise, he will be forced to take the long way around.
They are engaging us. Destroy the enemy.
Fire!
Unit killed.
Anti-tank strike is
Destroy the
inbound.
enemy.
This is Орел. Hostiles neutralized in the strike zone.
We got the target. Want us somewhere else, товарищ командир. Good now, товарищ командир. Target killed.
This is Maloshenko. The bridge is clear. Moving across now.
Target defeated. They're taking hits.
Target eliminated.
They're under fire. We got the target. We're in the middle of something. We killed an enemy. Hostile target killed. We got the target.
Target eliminated. Target is defeated.
We're fighting the enemy here. Order target. Target defeated.
I think they were easily switched.
Hostile target killed. Target defeated.
This is Maloshenko. My troops are in place at the camp.
Understood, Captain. Find good defensive positions and hold.
Орел is inbound with cluster ordnance. Stay clear. Over.
Hostile target killed. Destroyed the enemy. Hostile target killed. Hostile target killed.
Hostile defeated.
They are engaging us.
Strike mission
Target
completed.
defeated.
Hostiles
Engaging
ahead.
us.
Орел out.
They're under fire. They are engaging us. We They're engaging us! They're taking heat! Hostile target killed!
Sokol 1 here. The helicopter is not far out. We only have to hold for a little while longer.
They're engaging us!
You want us to move? He's going to be fit for battle in no time.
Destroys the enemy!
Incoming fire! Target killed! Combat repairs coming up! Target is defeated.
Hostile target
Repairing
killed!
our comrades now.
Destroys the enemy! We killed an enemy!
We're going to patch him up.
Target defeated! Hostile target killed! They're taking heat! Target defeated! Hostile target killed! They're engaging us!
Disabled Ajusta.
They're engaging us! They're under fire! They're taking heat! Target defeated!
Affirmative.
They're under
Heading for
fire!
the strike zone. Are you out?
Enemy destroyed.
They're under fire! They're under fire! Blow that machine gun! What now? Kill an enemy!
Where do you want us? The target.
Target area cleared of hostiles. Returning to
Kill an
base.
enemy! They're under fire! Hostile target killed! They are engaging us! They're taking heat! We got the target! Taking heat! They killed an enemy! Target defeated! They're engaging us!
Hostile defeated.
They're under fire!
Neutralize the enemy.
Hostile target killed!
Yeah, Sokol 1. The helicopter is moving in now. Have the guerrilla leader ready for transport.
This is Troika. I don't want to loiter here too long. He's crawling with enemies down there.
Target defeated!
Sokol 1 to Troika. You can leave as soon as the prisoner has been brought aboard.
Understood, Sokol 1. Just be quick about it. Troika out.
Sokol 1 to Malashenko. Come in, Captain.
Comrade Colonel, the captain is unavailable at this time.
What? Where is he?
Comrade Colonel, he went to investigate suspected insurgent activity at a farm nearby.
Did what?
This is Troika. We are ready to leave.
You are free to leave, Troika. I have a captain to find.
Strike mission received. Cluster bombs are armed. Out.
Didn't you hear me? They came and fired! But Comrade Captain, the Colonel forbade us
Damn
you! I don't got idea! Next time, your people will think twice before attacking us.
What is the meaning of this? Get them out of here. Explain yourself, Captain.
They were harboring weapons and food for the insurgents.
I gave explicit orders that there should be no firing squads.
They were aiding the enemy.
That is irrelevant, Captain. You do not have the right to disobey my orders.
But what if your orders are wrong?
If you act without my consent again, I will have you court-martialed and sent home in shame. Is that understood? Is that understood, Nikolai?
No, Colonel. It's not.
What? You think I'm wrong?
It does not matter what I think, does it, Vladimir Vasilievich? For good or ill, you have chosen your course.
But have you chosen yours, Valery? Sooner or later you will have to.
No, I didn't lose anything. I am good Soviet commander.